teasing fossils and skeletons for so long that I decided to just add dinosaurs to the game myself.
Okay, this from what I've heard of, this is supposed to be a satirical video, but already we're starting off just absolutely insane.
They're huge mobs that make the world more interesting to explore and have unique interactions like these T-Rexes eating everything they see.
Look at this T-Rex model, is absolutely insane.
These new powerful Triceratops shields. And Steve's cavemen ancestors that love to hunt and gather.
Okay. So far, I'm liking this satire.
There's even going to be a new dimension near the end of the video, along with the download instructions, so like, subscribe, and I hope you enjoy. The first dinosaur I added is this peaceful Triceratops.
Peaceful Triceratops.
They're passive mobs that spawn in jungles and like to eat leaf blocks.
You know, as you can see, guys, herbivores are all just defenseless meat sacks.
The Triceratops' body is unprotected, but if you try to hit their head, they'll block it with their head shield and eat you up.
because that's their main defense mechanism, is just eating things that attack them.
If you kill them with arrows, they'll drop armor plates, which act as real plates that you can place down and put food on. You can also use them to
real food on, put actual food on. What?
Craft Triceratops armor, which is just fun to walk in, but also lets you eat leaves. Most importantly, it lets you bend over and walk around just like a Triceratops.
This is actually a creative way of going about things. Even though this is supposed to be satire itself.
If you take the armor off, you'll stay bent over. I thought this was a feature Minecraft really needed, so I stepped up and added it. If you kill a Triceratops with a sword, you'll get this Triceratops head, which you can place as a cool trophy, or use as a shield that deals damage back to anyone who tries to attack you.
Is that a good weapon though? How much damage does it do? Does it do the same damage as you do with punching?
There's also this skull
or maybe a stone sword damage
version, which you can get by aging your Triceratops head in the desert for a couple of hours. Next up, I decided to add some two-legged dinosaurs. These Velociraptors are new hostile.
Just casually call them Velociraptors.
Mobs that attack everything they see. They didn't have microphones during the dinosaur era, so I had to make my own sounds. These Velociraptors go roar when they're not making cool.
Oh, these Velociraptors go roar. You should just showcase their actual sounds.
Sounds. They hunt in packs, and it's really easy to get overwhelmed.
Look at the sheer amount of Velociraptors like this. What is this? This feels like a freaking flood.
When they have you surrounded, there's not a lot of meat for everyone, and so they'll pick your bones clean and leave nothing but your skeleton.
Just look at the amount of Velociraptors. It's a literal parade.
This introduces an entire set of skeleton mobs to the game, like this skeleton pig.
Why is there so much effort put into this satirical mod showcase? Probably not a mod showcase.
I also added T-Rex. Just like in the Google Chrome Dino Runner game, they love to jump over cactus more than anything else.
Google thing.
That means they'll leave you alone, but if you break any cactus blocks, they'll get their revenge. Roar! On the flip side, if you
Roar.
feed them
There's roar. It feels more like a cow mooing than an actual dinosaur just bellowing.
some cactus blocks, they'll really like it and they'll let you ride them. They'll attack anything in your path, which makes them the first aggressive rideable mob. As a side note, I don't personally believe it, but if you think dinosaurs had feathers and evolved into chickens, I included this feathered chicken dinosaur variant too, because I'm inclusive like that.
Look at this. This is probably just Jack Horner's wet dream. Just look at this Chickenosaurus.
There's also a rare Barney dinosaur.
Barney the dinosaur is Barney the dinosaur is in this literal add-on. I'm not. You're seeing it correctly. This is absolute insanity. Barney.
Which stays true to the Barney show and only eats baby villagers.
Only eats baby villagers. What is this?
Don't let him near your villager farms.
Because he's going to eat all your baby villagers.
Those raptors are pretty scary predators, so these new pterodactyls evolved at some point to fly and avoid them altogether.
This is the greatest Minecraft add-on.
They have these huge beaks that let them carry fish, blocks, and even fish blocks around. But the most important feature of the pterodactyl is that they go and spit downwards. If there's a ton of pterodactyls in the air, it'll almost seem like it's raining. Another cool new dinosaur I added is the woolly mammoth.
Woolly mammoth is a dinosaur. This is a really cool one.
This guy is woolly, which means you can shear him just like a sheep. He looks really wrong without his wool though, so we'll keep it on for the rest of the video.
Oh. Just woolly mammoth. Guys, woolly mammoth is a dinosaur. And dinosaur death.
You can also rub a woolly mammoth's wool to create these static electricity particles, which power nearby redstone blocks. These woolly mammoths spawn in the new woolly biome, which might look familiar at first, but everything is actually made of wool.
Wow. Look at... You're not kidding. Everything over here is literally made of wool. Everything is just changed to wool. Even the trees, the snow, everything.
You can even find what look like nether portals in the woolly biome, but it's actually a portal to the woolly dimension where everything is endlessly made of wool.
Not everything, because there is still grass, there are still flowers that are not made of wool, there is still the water that is not made of wool.
Here's a jungle biome, and here's a mesa biome. How cool. Even the mobs are made of wool here.
Pigs and creepers, everything is made of wool.
This is a woolly pig, a woolly creeper, and this is a woolly villager. I know you're thinking villagers are pretty human looking, and this one looks pretty uncanny, so I know you'll love this woolly Steve.
Even the player itself, the player themselves is woody. Not woody, woolly. Yeah, that's the woolly.
This dimension is great for getting wool, but eventually you'll starve since there is no food. Every time you die, you'll respawn back in the wool dimension. Luckily for you though, you'll slowly get a taste for wool until eventually you can eat it as food.
We're not even talking about dinosaurs and paleontology at this point, even quote-unquote dinosaurs.
Then on, you can explore the dimension to your heart's content. You'll need to eventually find a woolly stronghold to enter the woolly end, where you'll need to beat the woolly ender dragon to make it back to the regular overworld.
Even the ender dragon itself is woolly. Are you kidding me? My goodness, what What kind of abomination of a woolly mammoth is this?
That reminds me. In that overworld, I also added some cavemen to fit this dinosaur prehistoric theme that I'm going for.
You're just looking caveman in the late Cretaceous. Everything will be alright.
They look different from Steve. They have worse posture, longer heads, protruded chins, a unibrow, and a tail from when they evolved from the monkeys.
Okay. Is this is paleo anthropology. That's paleontology, one part of paleontology. Death.
They drop caveman brains, which you can use to breed zombies. Or eat.
What? Caveman brains used to breed zombies. This is absolute insanity.
To make your own brain bigger, but that's for a different video. There are hunter cavemen and gatherer cavemen. Hunter cavemen can break stone into pebbles by smashing it with their heads and can throw these pebbles. They also have throwable spears, which keeps mobs stuck to the ground. Gatherer cavemen steal food from around the world and especially love stealing from villagers. They bring all this loot to their houses, which are caves that face the air. And
caves that face the air. Look at this.
They can roll these new boulder blocks to cover the entrance to their homes. These boulder blocks have gravity and will naturally roll downhill. But the rare Sisyphus
is killed by a giant rolling boulder. Yeah. Why is there so much effort in this video? It's supposed to be satire. Why so much effort, bro?
Cavemen can stop it. Cavemen homes also have cave paintings, which go from simple to very realistic. These cavemen are actually so cultured that they built these new Jurassic Park structures, which have dinosaurs like the Triceratops and T-Rex from earlier, but also other ones for you to explore and interact with.
How is this even legal, man? This is not supposed to happen right now.
Just like in the real Jurassic Park, there are also tons of baby villagers because the park needs money to keep itself open and needs a way to feed all these hungry dinosaurs. Roar, roar, roar.
Now we can finally see the Velociraptors roar. Like absolute madmen they are.
If you like this video, you should like and subscribe. I'm releasing the download to this mod at 1,000 likes because I need to put food on the table for my 10 kids and each like lets me buy a grain of rice. See you next time.
Is that the Willy Wonka thing? Is that the Willy Wonka footage thing? I have no idea, but anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this little fun video. See you